Okay, I'm excited. You see my tie? My shirt ain't buttoned up, but I'm playing with this idea. This might be my new stilo in the salon. I'm not sure. One of the things that we want to begin to do as stylists is look at the book at 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, and think, what is the client getting done? And really start mapping out and pre-scripting options for the client. Sometimes we get very busy and we wind up doing the same set of highlights, the same type of cut to get them in and get them out. But the difference now that is going to separate us from every other business in the town that's doing what you're doing supposedly is to do different things. You know what I mean? I'm very inspired by Steve Jobs, and because Jobs said, let me think of something nobody else is doing and then spend all my time trying to figure that out. And that's how we got the iPod, and that's how we got the iPad, and that's how we got the USB port. A lot of people don't even know that he created that, but that's just the nerd in me. So Kamisha is here. Kamisha has been on videos before. She has been with us a while, and she has had everything: length, color, highlights, sewing, quick weave. She's a hair girl. Today she is short now, okay, right? And she said, Ray, I want some color. So you see a couple things clipped off at the top of her head. Now, I could have really went in and placed some very average highlights, and it still would have been pretty. But when you have a client like Kamisha who says, yo, I'm open for things, I'm open for options. So you ask her questions like, do you want wild or mild? Do you want, ooh, she's got highlights, or damn, she got some pretty color. And she opted for, okay, I want, damn, I got pretty color, but no reds and purples and greens and stuff like that. So I said, okay, so what we're going to do is, hold your head down for me real quick. Now, if you can see this throughout the clips, there is a rectangle. Okay? Then the rectangle is broken up into 4 triangles. It's like zigzag. Doo, doo, doo. So that is one triangle, that is one triangle, that is one triangle, and then over here, that is one triangle. So what we're going to do, this is the top of her head, that's her nose, that's her little ears, okay? And the triangle, the rectangle is kind of sitting on a slant because that's how her hair is flowing. So we're actually thinking about the cut, and we're about to color the cut. Not just blanket. Somebody said, do y'all use the cap? I'm not being offensive when I say that salons are still using cap placement for color, but there's no, you can't get creative with it. It's the same thing. It's quick. It's really dated in our process. I won't be offensive because some people may be watching this and use a cap this morning. I'm not gonna call it anything other than remember the year. It's 2012. You know what I'm saying? 2012. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. So the rectangle is on the slant. So we're gonna go doop doop doop. Let me do that again. Let me do that again so you can really see what I'm talking about. Okay, it's bye. Okay. So we're gonna do one shade here, one shade here, another shade here. And these are going to be fairly cool colors. And this, look where it's at. It's around her nose. Think about that. That's going to drop around her nose, around her face. So we're going to make that one a blonde. Just that triangle. This is going to be cool, like a copper or RV or a brown. And we're going to give her like some winter stuff here. Still pretty. But then we're going to surprise them with, boom, a gold right there. It's simple. It doesn't have to be all over the hair. She said I wanted the color at the top. And then this hair in the back is going to kind of overlay on top of it. This cut is not going to need a whole lot of curling. It's going to be payal by itself. And I'm bold enough to say I know what I'm going to do. That's another thing with just using bleach. You're guessing a lot of times. So you're going to have to learn how to do permanent color. That's the difference between Rhythm Hair Studio. Okay, we're not guessing. We know what we're doing. We're predetermined. We're like Babe Ruth at the plate. This is going to be a home run. We already know. We've done enough research. We know what it's going to look like, right? Okay, so the hair is processed, and you can see the 1, 2. Those are the red foils flipped inside out. You don't have to always have a bunch of different foils, but it is good to have different colors so you know what's what. This is the chocolate over here. Come on over here for a second. Okay. And this, you kind of see that? It's kind of level 3. It's another misconception, man. Hair color doesn't have to be always blonde. Even though I'm Mr. Black and Blonde, doesn't have to always be that to have dimension. Long as it's higher than the natural. And she's like a level 2, maybe even 3. So this is kind of almost like a 4, right? Okay, so that's this entire section here. Okay, now this is the one that we're going to have to be careful when we rinse it. This is actually permanent. Come on over here. Like a RV. Okay, this is a RV. I put a little RR inside of there, so that's going to kind of sit on top. This whole section is like a 5 RV. All right, I'm gonna wait on this last section. This is like a 8 gold. Now I intentionally wanted it to get up there because depending on how it looks, I may drop a copper semi-permanent on top of there because I was out of copper. So I would have probably did like an 8 RC, right, red copper, but I didn't have that, so I got the tone, I got the level up to an 8. So drop a semi-permanent copper on top of that. Hold on one second. It's recording. Okay, so now this section right here is the kicker. That's the blonde, right? So that's up there, right? Okay, so this whole section here is gold. Then we're going to try to do like a copper or a warm blonde. Then the RV sits on top of it. Then the chocolate over here. Sweet. And honestly, it's not a whole head of foil. But it's going to make, in my opinion, a bigger impact than if I did a whole head of 2 colors of foil. Be back. Okay, finished up. So, again, we're not guessing. Clearly the chocolate. Okay, clearly the gold or the blonde sitting next to it, and remember it's really like rectangle, right? This triangle was the reds, then you can see the chocolate. Then I don't think I'm going to put the copper on there because you can clearly see when you do a cross check of it. And maybe let me just do that all the way across. Okay, there we go. And I'll take a little bit of this red so you can see it. You clearly see how that's clearly like an 8, 7. This is 9, 10. This is a RV, right? And this is chocolate. Now, if this were a girl that did not work in corporate, okay, why don't you go back and intensify them? Drop yellow on that. Drop orange on that. Drop real red on that. Drop a really, really brown on that. Then sit them back under the dry. This is how the number's going to get up. Because now we done colored it really like twice before we cut, before we style. You add it up. I'm not going to say nothing. And this is in front of a client, but this is one of our VIPs, so we can kind of talk on top of her head. And that's just going to get me out of here a lot quicker. That's the equivalent of about 3 clients. I'm just not in here all day, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I do love about doing cut and color. So there you go. You see the variation. Now we're going to mold her around. The next time you see it, you're going to show me combing her out. I'm going to show you combing her out. I'm sorry. I'm too excited. All right. So now we finished up. She's dry from the mold. And, you know, we have the colors all inside of there. And you can really see what's going on. So I'm just going to comb it down. And this is my favorite part of hair color is actually, you know, seeing them all kind of come together. Yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty. That's the fun part right here. Come back a little bit so I can have a little elbow room. I was about to cuss again. This the same kind of looks. Okay, you see this kind of, told you this was going to kind of lay on top of everything, right? So the rectangle's in the middle. We still got her natural sitting underneath. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, this don't really need no curling. Nothing. This, man. Watch. Now what's always fun is her reactions, because she ain't seen it. You know.
Oh, that's hot. Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's nasty, though. That's gorgeous, baby.
I know that.
That's gorgeous,
I love
man.
it.
Come over here for a second, Jalecia. That's crazy right there. Yo, man.
That's it.
Yo, man. Look now. All I'm saying is, just settle for number 2, man. I'm Beyonce over here. Y'all Sierra, man. No, I'm just I ain't that. Y'all just be number 2 out there, man. But real talk, I'm just having fun with that.
That is
but,
pretty.
this is what we do. Look at the camera. You can put the camera. There's a lot of salons out there that are, there's a lot of different trends that's hot right now. The Blowout, which we are, definitely a dog in that fight. There are people that are extension specialists out there. Shout out to Tresors, Hair Salon, man, Sister Salon. But we are a color-driven salon. This is what we do. We do hair color on ethnic hair. That's our specialty. People ask me what my specialty is, and I hesitate, but I know what it is. My focus is hair color and doing things like this that honestly looks like weed. It looks like a pack of hair, but it ain't. It's her hair.
I know you find some hair like that.
You know what I mean? But these combinations, sometimes you don't have to have that electric red, you know what I mean? We don't have to have this bright red to make a huge difference. And you see how that blonde, man, it just adds the accent in the back. So here we are. This is that 8. Ooh, that's pretty healthy. Super healthy, shiny, I did finish her off with the Camera Shine, the Camera Shine spray, right? And that's all she really has on her hair, really, There's somebody peeking around that corner over there because she wants some color too, but we got to get the black to fade off of her hair first. So we got the 8, level 8 here. Then you can see how the red lily is sitting on top. It's because of how we placed it. It's not just random. You can't do this with a cap, dog. The person that holds the camera that's shaking their hand. This is why we don't use a cap, because we're not going to be able to get this effect with pulling hair through a cap, throwing some bleach on it, and putting a jazzing rinse. You're just not going to be able to get that. So, then we got the definitely the gold right here, right, which is gorgeous. Then we got the RV that's sitting on top, so it's a cooler tone that's nasty. Then underneath, remember, it was a rectangle, so her natural brown is under there too, right? And then next to the RV over here is the chocolate. So now watch this. This is how it's flowing, right? That's her with it going exact, and then you got her natural sitting on top. That's it out of the mold. Let's say we want to go the other way. Let's just, we got a day and we at work and we want to really kind of maybe cover the color. It might be a little too bold. Now you got the chocolate kicking out. Let's just say I molded it really heavy to this side, but look at that. Kamisha, can you see that in the mirror? Okay, yeah, that's a different way to play it. Mm-hmm. What would this be like with curls? What would this be like with, a rod set? What would it look like going to the back? You know what I'm saying? We don't even know.
She got color underneath there.
Yeah. This could be hot, kind of there.
Mm-hmm.
This nasty now. This is pretty. So, again, this is. How do you like it, ma'am?
I love it.
Nice.
You made my hair dance. That's what's up.
So, somebody want to know, man? Now salons are created equal. Choose wisely. So if you are out there locally in the Columbus area, if you are out there in Georgia, we've had people to come as far as Virginia, man. South Florida, everywhere. And that ain't me fronting, dog. That's what's happening, because we do take pride in the thing that we focus on. And I say we because I'm training the entire staff to understand how to do these kind of things. Come on and check us out, man. I'm about to put it across the screen. Rhythm Hair Studio, 706-569-7166. Just give us a call, man, and really just, take your hair to the next level, man. Take cutting and color on our hair and just really understand, like, get away from the ideas that it's got to be a white girl or a black girl or this and that. Because honestly, if I covered her face and you just looked at the color, we don't know what color. We don't know what race that person is right there. You know what I'm saying? So if we got the rules to do, and just as a plus, just relax hair.
Exactly.
Somebody bugging like 2 weeks ago she got a relaxer. Now the question is, it's gonna be breaking up.
It's healthy.
No shedding, none. So there are ways to achieve this, and there are time. And now the only thing about it is, she's got to commit to coming to you for the relaxer. I do the next relaxer. I do the retouch. I tell her when it's time.
Right.
I tell her what to use. She can't go home and try to put an emotions perm on her own.
Right.
But we're able to do this on natural, and that's just pretty.
I know.
That's just pretty. And this is an example of looking at the hair before we color it, right? And really decide where to put the color based on how the cut is. That's nasty, dog. That's nasty right there. That's nasty. And this, I ain't gonna do a whole lot of curling over there. All she need is that. That's it right there, really. That's it. That's it. Hit us up, man. Rhythm Hair Studio, man. Making hair dance since 2006. We ain't just got here. We been here. Okay, I had to come out into the light, man, to really, like, just show off what we did. Oh, my God. Look at this crazy, like, butterscotch color. This gold. This RV on the top. Turn around, and this is still, like, a chocolate on that side. This is just stupid. I tried to curl it, actually, but I just want it messy like this. And okay, hold this in your hand right here. Just hold that. Yeah. And then we just gonna, like, I just want to really show all of the different dimensions, dude. And then that's blonde. Ooh, kicking off underneath there. Yo, man. Somebody say he just getting off on himself. Yup.